Okay, it's end of day 2 of the second Ashes Test being played in Brisbane. Australia sitting pretty at 378 for 6 and a lead of 44 runs, and they still have 4 wickets in hand, and that's why I say that they are in a very comfortable position, almost in a position where they can look to make that lead into 3 digits. That will be a realistic target that Australia can be chasing at the moment, considering they still have 4 wickets left. And remember, they've gone through with a tough period of batting under lights. Tomorrow when they come, bright sunshine, so all the more chance for them to add on to that particular lead in the test match. First question that comes to my mind, has Australia done exceedingly well, or do you think England could have done anything better?
When the lights came on, and since we were just talking yesterday as to how much the ball was doing, how difficult it was for England, to bat in those conditions, and Australian bowlers making the most of it, I was thinking exactly that. I was waiting for the ball to start doing the kind of things that it was doing yesterday. It wasn't vicious, but it was enough for us to see those landslide of wickets that had fallen, barring of course the 10th wicket stand, which ended up being a record stand as well. That delivery to Josh English again sort of reminded me of that bowling delivery that we saw yesterday. I think it was to Jacks when he knocked him over. But besides that, not really. I think the penetration lacked. It was only Stokes who I saw was
You're
trying.
saying England could have done it?
Could have done better, because it was only Stokes who I thought was a bit enterprising, was still trying to come on with different angles. With Cars, Atkinson was just struggling to get his length right, I felt. So perhaps because there was movement of the deck that Stokes was getting, and every time there was some excitement in the air at the Gabba, it was all coming at the time that Ben Stokes was bowling. So perhaps England could have done better with the ball.
Better with the ball? I thought their fielding will be the main reason why they might go 2-0 down.
4 chances.
4 chances in this final session. And 2 to Mr. Shane Dyche's lookalike. Ben Duckett had a horrible day in the field today. Catches which normally international players should take, he was dropping them. Gully, backward point, whatever it is, put him in extra cover, he was dropping it there also. One more catch was dropped by Cars. And that is where you allowed 4 drop chances to give you a lead of 44. It could come nearly close to 100.
Are you also counting in that 4 that one that went to first slip right now? Was it Root?
Yes.
Too hard, I felt, though, diving to his
Or
right.
Carey.
Of Carey.
Of Carey, yes. And see, Alex Carey.
Yeah, it'll count as a drop chance. Being
Alex Carey thrives on these kind of
demanding.
situations.
It's a tough chance.
Tough chance.
He'll suddenly creep up and he'll be on 46 or 46.
Or are you being tough today because of the 2 blinders we've seen already?
Yeah.
Is the standard too high? And of course, when you compare with that.
Still.
Yeah. No, Duckett, guilty party, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, I am in agreement with Harshit. As much as we'll discuss Australia's batting, and they were very good on the day, but let's address the problem, and that definitely was the English bowling. I mean, the many areas. I mean, firstly, the lengths. I don't know what lengths they were bowling. What we saw wasn't test match length. And what is really surprising, and even though England lost that first test match, but I think we were complimenting them, especially in the first innings, of how they got their lengths bang on in Perth, and it's never easy for a opposition team to do that. So I thought they were a little too short throughout the test match. So clearly no test match lengths that I saw from the English bowler. That's the biggest issue. The other was, of course, as I said, those drop chances. Who knows? Maybe you were sitting at 4 chances. We're looking at least 2-3 more wickets. Even if I take that into account, you were almost looking at a 40-run lead, which I think game on 50-50. But now where Australia, they can pull a massive lead. So fielding is the other issue. And somewhere I thought, even I know there were issues. I mean, Jofra Archer was off the field for a very long time. Brendan Cast was off the field. I think he split his webbing, if I'm not mistaken. There was an issue. He was off the field for a very long time. There was a moment where I saw Ben Stokes on his haunches at one particular moment, really tired.
Yeah.
What that's telling you, see, again, you can have a tough day on the field. That's all right. And Australia are 44 runs ahead, but it's not that they've run away with the test match. There's still plenty to play for. But if you're hoping for an England comeback, after I look at the way the bowlers were, I mean, even Archer on certain thing, was almost down on his knees, crunching. I don't know, it was a sign of him being tired. A lot of times those close-ups I saw. My point is, one is that Australia has taken its lead. As I said, that's still not too far ahead. But the fact that it's the second test match and the English bowlers are already cooked. They're looking tired already. You've already had a scenario where Wood has been made to rest in this particular test match. In the second test match, if this is your halat, if this is the state you are in, I'm afraid it's not looking very bright. I mean, they can come tomorrow and come up with a burst of, 4 or 5 wickets and turn the test match around. That's a different thing. But I'm just going by purely in terms of body language, where the English bowlers are and how the Australian bowlers were. And remember, Australia is not even playing their full strength bowling attack, and yet they look far more in control. And then that also takes me to the third point. I mean, what's the point of playing an off spinner? He's bowled all of 1 over, and that's at the moment. And I know you pick a team not for 1 innings. They always say that you pick for 4 innings to be completed. Maybe the pitch deteriorates. Maybe you have someone like a Will Jacks come into play. That's another matter. But 1 over in a scenario where rest of your bowlers had to really toil hard tells you that there is nothing on offer for a spinner. There's a reason that Australia didn't play Nathan Lyon. There is a reason they didn't play him, and I think that's another thing that England have got horribly wrong, and that's why you're sitting in a position where Australia hold all the aces.
I mean, you got 44 runs, which will increase tomorrow. And this pitch already, you looked at the last session, some deliveries were leaping up. You got hurt on the finger, thumb most often, and you have a bowler.
That is, if I'm England, that is something that will probably still excite me. Because if the pitch doesn't deteriorate, I don't have a chance in hell in winning this test match. Because they are going to take a big enough lead, then it is up to me firstly to go past that, assuming it's safe assumption, 100-run lead, okay? I'm not going too much in favour of Australia, not too much in favour of England. First you have to cross that, then put up a total. And if the pitch is not deteriorating, there's no chance that I'm stopping this Australian team. If I'm England, my only hope here is that the pitch does deteriorate. So that I do get some sort of lead, and then it deteriorates so much that Australia struggle with whatever little total or a target that I've set. But if it doesn't deteriorate, no chance.
Already you're seeing small signs. There is uneven bounce. So that is the first sign you see.
But will it deteriorate at that extent that you will find it tough?
Not rapid deterioration.
Yeah, so if it's a 4-day test match, if England are batting day 4, will they have anything to worry about? Australia are batting day 4.
Look, anyway, we are looking at a 4-day test only for one simple reason. The weather on day 5 is terrible. There's 91% chances of rain. Although, it does reduce in the night time. That is where. But then still, it's 40-50% even in the night time.
Yeah, first you have to survive 4 days now.
Which is why, see, already there is deterioration happening. It will increase only on day 4. So by that time, I think England would have already been bowled out. This Australian lineup is a bit more disciplined. They are bowling the right lengths. You have Neser who can trouble. You have got Boland in this particular situation, pink ball, and the king of the pink ball in Mitchell Starc. So already England are on the back foot, and surviving for them is going to be hard. What a baseball are we talking about? Because they have shown they can't be adaptable. They are not adaptable to this. So already with the deliveries leaping up, and you have to take some extraordinary measures to ensure you survive.
Actually, it was, we keep talking about baseball. I think it's Australia that's played the more aggressive brand of cricket.
5.1.
In fact, if you look at that first test match as well, the way they came out chasing in the second innings, I think it was sort of a message that they want to send to England that, listen,
but I think
we know how to boss.
Even India did that to England at the time. I think that narrative really has been put to the back burner. They might still like it in the press over there, and they can go around publishing it, but it only works against some teams. It didn't work in India. It's not working out again in Australia either.
But that's one thing. But it's
India were outscoring England at that time.
They were. But it's also a statement that I think Australia on purpose really wants to send out. It's still a good batting pitch. Let's not kid ourselves with that. And now see, there is the difference. It's not that England didn't bat well. I mean, you've got Root who's got 100 here. There is no Centurion in the Australian team. And I think that is then complementing this Australian team, that everyone is pulling their weight. You know, Labuschagne is pulling his weight, Steve Smith is pulling his weight, the debutant in Weatherall. I mean, he actually, I mean, the aggressive cricket that he was playing, I know that, you know, Travis Head didn't last long, but if you're batting alongside Travis Head, there will be very few batters that will be able to match that pace of Head. But I think here's one guy that can match, and I don't know, it's also a sign to Usman Khwaja that it's done. After what I've seen of him in 2 test matches.
And the landslide of sorts that Khwaja's had off late, plus injury concerns now. But speaking of injuries and Weatherall, is his toe going to be okay? That was a nasty Yorker he got.
What a ball, but
2 good balls for Archer in 2 tests.
Pinpoint on the toe.
But that's the only way you want to get him out. He was looking good.
He was good.
He was looking good, really smashing it, hitting those, you know, ramp shots, cuts.
Anyway, if he is injured, in comes in a Sam Constas for Adelaide. Simple, he's in good form there.
Contest.
So that is the way. But then, Jake Weatherall really batted well. I mean, he had that glimpse even in the second innings of the first test. He scored well. He just had to get back to forming, getting out on a duck. That was not a good start to his career in the first innings. But then 2 good balls by Jofra Archer has meant that, okay, now he just has to tighten up his technique against him. Because that first delivery in swinger, again.
In 2 test matches, he had the same impact that Crawley may have had in his entire career.
Yeah. Zach Crawley though hit a 50 in this test.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Also similar score, 70 or he got. But see, that's what I'm saying. Look at that difference. Everyone there. You know, Weatherall has got run. Labuschagne has gotten run. Steve Smith, of course, is Mr. Consistent. Cameron Green has gotten run. Alex Carey. You know, English now, and then Nasser as well. And this is, I go back to, and this is a thought I had. I go back to Ben Stokes. And we all praise him for the lion-hearted effort that he gives. He did that versus India as well. He's doing here as well. You know, when the need be, he's toiling hard, getting you wickets, bowling extended spell. But I think in all of this praise now, you're actually forgetting that his primary role is that of a batter and
he's
captain.
been woeful.
Yes, that's what my point is. He needs to realize that, okay, he is not pulling his weight by just picking up those wickets. There he comes as a backup option, right? He does it. You take it as an advantage. You take it as a bonus whenever that's happening, breaking partnership, all that. But his primary role has to be that of a batter who plays match-winning knocks, which he used to. But I do see that consistency missing, even against India.
Exactly.
Majority of the impact he's been having is with the ball, and I think somewhere one needs to have a word with him that fine. You know, because you can get so consumed with one skill that, listen, I'm contributing in this is my skill, and you kind of put the other in the back burner. But maybe someone has to have a conversation and tell him, no, we need. I think England will benefit more with Ben Stokes, the batter, doing well than Ben Stokes, the bowler.
I think there is extra burden on Stokes, I feel, because see, he was overcooking himself even in the India series. I'm not saying he's overcooked himself already, but clearly he was in that India series.
Today also looked tired.
Exactly. He was.
When Joe Root was having a conversation with him, he was tired.
Yeah, and we know he's had a surgery in recent times, and it's not a fully fit body. And he's going the extra mile. Perhaps I feel at times, the India series also being an example, the fact that there's a huge void left by Broad and Anderson, and you don't have that experience, you're not able to get those wickets at regular intervals. This is why he has to push. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, he did not finish as the highest wicket taker for England.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. He would have.
But with the batting look where he is in the charts.
I remember we were all talking about
the skill that he has.
We were all talking about how at Lords the slope does end up assisting bowlers, right? But I remember him taking that wicket of KL Rahul, I think it was, where he really set him up and was bowling against the slope. So this is the genius of the man with the ball, but with the bat, I agree, missing.
Bowling, I completely agree. He's been punching above his weight.
Yeah.
It's batting where you need him. And I'm sorry, but I had said it earlier again. You know, I mean, I don't want to be overly critical, but Gus Atkinson, I've not been a fan. I'm not saying it now, I've said it even previously. because there was this debate. I remember when we were doing our Ashes preview, there was debate. Do you go with Atkinson? Do you go with Carson? I remember saying at that time, between a Carson and Atkinson, no brainer for me. Cars, because that height, the jump he has, hits the deck, can trouble you. Archer, can produce those magical deliveries. Wood, I know, is quick, will trouble you on occasions. Ben Stokes also I'll trust. The only weakling there in fast bowling, Gus Atkinson, I mean, he's more of a conditions bowler. If you get real good conditions, the ball moving around a lot, maybe then he can't be. How do I? Even though it's not a fair comparison, I was going to say the difference between Cars and Atkinson is like Harmison and Simon Jones. Harmison, the big tall guy, big wickets.
Yeah, but Cards isn't that yet.
But no, the comparison was not fair for Simon Jones.
Simon Jones.
For compare him to Atkinson.
Yeah.
He was still
reverse swing genius.
But you being generous to Cards also by comparing him to.
No, but I'm saying he can be that.
Yeah.
He has that, big jump and that tall guy. He can. He can trouble you with that extra bounce.
This current England bowling lineup is a problem that is their own doing. You altered your basic foundations of fast bowling in England. Now, how suddenly can this generation adapt to all the new lengths in a flat deck? Because your batters have stepped up. When your batters don't step up, you're sitting ducks. That's why India and Australia have exposed your weaknesses so consistently. Against these two teams only, England's batters have not stepped up. That's why you've not won a series against India for 7 years now. You've not won a series against Australia for 10 years now. Be it at home or be it away. So that is why England, this current bowling lineup is a product of their changed conditions.
And the depth's also missing, Siddharth, I feel. Gus Atkinson, did we not hear his name for the first time around the World Cup 2023?
When he's got 100 and a 10 wicket haul. That was the only time I heard of Gus Atkinson.
It was that year only, was it?
Yes. But he didn't do it against Australia. He did it against some other nation. And pardon me, but if this bowling lineup has been tasked to take 100 wickets in the whole Ashes, I'm sorry, already they've failed in Perth. It's only going to get harder for them because Adelaide is going to be flat. It's not a pink ball test. It's going to be a red ball test match. Melbourne's also going to be like that. Sydney, by the time you are literally dragging them to play Sydney, that is the problem. You don't have a left armer. When was the last time England produced a left arm pacer? Rather than an Alan Mullally, I don't remember. After that, there's no variety in this lineup. Yeah. So that's why if you're still got a 44-run lead, and it may increase further, it's because some Aussie batters played some pretty poor shots.
I wanted to double click on that point only. Poor shots, and the poorest of them all, I think, came from Cam Green.
Yeah.
I know he's not too many days away from a big payday. But even then...
Just a reminder, today's dugout at 6:30 p.m. we are doing IPL auction preview.
Yes.
5 teams.
5 teams today, 5 teams on Monday.
Yeah.
So we're not telling you which 5 teams. You have to join us to find out.
Yeah.
By the way, talking about that, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, Steve Smith got booed by the English fans. They're reminding him what Monty Python said.
Which is a bad idea. The last time they did that, he scored twin hundreds in Edgbaston.
Yes, both innings.
But what I didn't like, I mean, your opinion on the fan booing Siddharth, the world knows. That's nothing new. What I didn't like, there was, I just saw a clip, I'm just trying to find a clip of some commentary in that Sen Cricket or whatever. And I forget who the commentator was. And in all of that, I can't believe English fans are welcome here, this and that, but can't believe they're booing him, and that's happened a long time ago. It's time for them to forget it, and for them to be listening to an imbecile like Monty Python. I just thought that was in bad taste. That reference that was made to, you may disagree with what Monty Python has said,
but calling him imbecile on air
is a big
that's problematic.
Exactly. I don't know.
If you don't agree with the opinion, there is something called respectfully disagree.
I'm saying I'm fine with certain sections of the fans wanting to boo him as well. It happens in football all the time. There's only so much you can do in terms of controlling crowd behavior or crowd chanting. I completely leave it to the fans to decide, and there are certain rivalries, and the England-Australia rivalry is obviously right up there when it comes to there being bitter rivalries. So I'm fine with that. But to call somebody that to a former cricketer an imbecile on air.
Gerrard.
Layler, was it Peter Layler?
No.
So I don't know, like.
That's just not on. It's old. It's got nothing to do with them. And to pick that up from an imbecile like Monty Panesar, it's so it's average.
It's garnering laughter as well.
And this is who's sitting next to him? That left-hand batter, Test cricket number 3 for Australia, retired. Oof, rather ugly looking.
I was about to say Langer, but he wasn't ugly looking.
What is wrong with me?
Wait, if you can just show me his picture, then I can.
No.
Lehman, was it?
No. Lehman was number 5. Rogers.
No.
Chris Rogers. Was he 3?
Oh yeah.
No, he was the opener.
Such a famous. See, that's what happens with
Too much cricket.
old age. Forget.
Also too much cricket. You're seeing so much of cricket, we don't know who is in. Okay. It's not, definitely not Khwaja. It's not him.
Yeah, can't be Khwaja.
Yeah.
Can't be Khwaja. Can't be Gilly.
Can't be Gilchrist. Number 3. No, can't be Taylor. Taylor was an opener.
Can't be Hayden.
Can't be Hayden.
Catch.
Simon
Catch. Thank you very much.
Because of the stance.
Oh, that shuffle.
you.
He was the left-handed Steve Smith. They are such
Yeah.
a big shuffle.
Yeah.
Oh, Catch.
Cat it.
That I said now.
And I think this guy is some Layler, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
He's the same guy, I think, who did the shot of an emperor. I forget his name.
Terrible.
Shot of an emperor.
Yeah, I
He
think
should
it came
be-
from him. When Virat hit that
It's
6
a shocking
at
use of
MCG.
language.
Yeah.
shot of an
Gerard
emperor.
Watley.
Gerard Watley.
I think he's the one who came up
Shot
with
of an emperor.
Shot of an emperor, yeah.
Nice. But then again, see, I find it very, very surprising that people want to take the high moral ground on ball tampering. England have done it so often. I mean, I only wish Monty Panesar would have focused upon what former captains like Michael Atherton used to do, dirt in the pocket. But they don't. England don't do it. I mean, Faf du Plessis, it's like asking Faf du Plessis your opinions on how ethical is ball tampering. He did it twice. Faf du Plessis.
Once he had that lozenge.
And zip trouser. It is like asking Pakistan. Like, ball tampering is illegal, na? I mean, one guy in New Zealand, that New Zealand Pakistan match, one guy openly used the bottle cork opener because he believed Pakistan was ball tampering. Chris Pringle, and he got 11 wickets in that match. So, there is no team that has ever had a high, I mean, they've never done ball tampering. Every team has done it. Okay, I just wish people don't cherry pick.
Knowingly or unknowingly?
Even knowingly.
At times unknowingly also.
No. That is never a cause célèbre if I have to look at it. It is not the right justification. But then I've always said make ball tampering legal.
Huh?
Make it legal with so much advantages.
There have been people who've said that. So that there is nobody takes the advantage.
Exactly.
That's taking the sport somewhere else.
No.
There'll come a point you'll start playing with
because
rocks out there.
No. There was a reason behind that. There was a time where, bowlers were like lambs to slaughter.
Exactly.
And they said, let's even things out. Let's make it legal. Anyway, some people are going to do it illegally, and then those guys who can do it well illegally get away with it. If you make it legal, then it's an even playing field.
Now, when there's 30 odd cameras surrounding you, it gets very tough.
Still, you never know. And it's also going to help bowlers, is the other thing. That there will be another dimension where the reverse swing will start happening. That will put batters into trouble. That was the thought process. But they said no external things you can use. You
Use
tamper using your own
Can't use a
hands
nail.
and you can't use external artificial things to do it.
Give the
So
device.
let it be part of, just as you shine,
Yeah.
let's say tomorrow.
But leaves a lot of grey area.
No, but you can monitor that.
Use the
I know it's a bit
device.
radical, but then there was
Use the device that the umpires only will agree to, and do it in front of the umpire.
No, it can't be a device. You use your own natural thing. For example, just as you shine. So, you shine If you shine it with a Vaseline, then it's an issue because you're using an external thing. You shine it using your trouser or your sweat, using natural elements. You're finding a way with the natural elements to enhance the ball to suit you. So if you're, in that sense, many might say that that's also tampering. What does tampering mean? Anything
to alter the condition of the ball.
So using sweat and whatever is also tampering with it. No, in a way. You're just making it better in terms of shine. So
it just sounds very oxymoronic though. Legal ball tampering.
No, not legal. Then it is just part of
so
ball usage.
That's what I'm saying. To introduce something like that and make it
ball
legal.
Alteration.
Yeah. No, not
tampering. Legal ball
There's
alteration.
nothing illegal then. No.
Yeah.
There's nothing called legal, illegal then.
Then ball alteration.
No. Ball tampering then will not anything to do with natural elements will not be considered ball
tampering.
Anything as soon as you use
ball evolution.
Artificial, then that will be ball tampering.
Natural evolution of ball.
Yeah.
I just wish people जैसे कहते हैं ना अपने गिरेबान में झाँक कर देखे. It's not that England have never done ball tampering. Obviously, they have done it so many times.
People with glass houses.
Of course. Well, that's why. I mean, John, if I have to look at it, I think it was Lever in that 84 test match. He got the ball to reverse swing. Indians accused him that you are Vaseline, you are applied Vaseline on the ball.
Glass houses used to be a series called Mind Your Language on BBC Mini.
Yeah.
So the people, they're all learning English. So one new teacher comes and asks, okay, he's testing their English. He says, okay, finish this. People with glass houses. So he says, should not change their clothes with lights on.
Must have been to that Pakistani or a Sardarji.
No.
Or was it Greek?
No, I think it was the Italian.
Italian, okay.
I think so.
Giovanni Cupello.
Professori.
Yeah, Professori. Yeah. That Greek guy they had that banter, na? Maximilian Papandreou and Giovanni Cupello.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Yeah. Superb. It was a superb series.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashish Dhar.
He's saying.
Okay, credit to Sarat Chandra for reminding us of the name Catage. Thank you, Sarat Chandra,
of course,
for pointing that out. As I said, like sometimes the name just doesn't. And the name.
Ugly looking left hand.
He looked labored. When I meant ugly, it's not talking about his physical appearance. It's about his batting style.
Yeah.
So what I meant is like he was not the most fluent. He used to get valuable runs, but he was a gritty guy.
Not graceful.
Not graceful. That's what I meant.
He was Steve Smith before Steve Smith came.
He
had such
But
a
he would
big
still be
stand.
Steve Smith light, I would say. Steve Smith's just taken it to another level altogether.
I mean, the stance, the shuffle.
Correct.
Kind of, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Ashish Dhar is saying Nitin Menon making giant strides as an Indian umpire.
But he's a TV umpire now. What giant stride? He gets the benefit of the replay and everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, he did make some right calls.
He did make some right calls. Mayur is saying.
But why you even need validation that if he's standing in Ashes, that means he's any international match, he always is very good.
Yeah.
One of the few good Indian umpires.
He's there, I think, in the elite list, no?
He was. Now I think he isn't in the...
Really?
Nitin Menon was there in the elite list. I think the revised list, I think he wasn't there. Unless there's been a revision.
Okay.
In the current elite players list.
I think Nitin's not there.
I think elite umpire list he should.
He should be.
No, but maybe he's right. I think
I think he was removed from the elite list.
What is the current umpires elite panel?
That
has to be.
Maybe. Although it might have happened now, he's been reinstated. Maybe it is the same. Mayur is saying, what is the reason India gets criticized for losing ODI series to South Africa? Assuming.
He's there.
He's there? Okay. He must have been dropped earlier then. Yeah. SA beat Oz in their homes for ODIs recently. Please explain. Why should India get criticism if they lose to South Africa at home? Because it very rarely happens.
No, I'll tell you, I'll explain to you why. See, I have said, we had a dugout yesterday. I tried to explain. I agree that bilateral series results, I don't see that very seriously. I have said that before. And I wasn't seeing them seriously in Australia also. When India lost, I didn't make much of it. Because personally for me, it doesn't matter if you lose bilateral series, so long as you're getting the things that you're trying works out and your focus remains on ICC tournaments. I take it. But then the team management themselves said that why are you so happy We've lost the match. You're celebrating. We've lost the series. We're playing for India. That's the focus. How can you take this lightly and you're celebrating India? So I said, maybe there is a point then. Then for every bilateral series, we have to focus on that. Every bilateral series loss is then a loss for India, and that should not be taken lightly. That's why I'm taking it.
And anyway, see,
A lot of seriousness.
Also, I'll probably start taking it more seriously the time that I actually see India's best 11 be out there. Jasprit Bumrah is rested right now.
No, but that way though, a lot of other teams also don't play.
Yeah,
Australia
so
were
look,
not playing their team. Yeah, they were all playing for Ashes.
I'm saying from an Indian standpoint, again, if I'm just looking at, because see, when the stakes are high, I know I'll have a different team play for me altogether. There may perhaps not be a Washington Sundar in that 11, not even a
What was wrong in
Ruturaj.
celebrating the individual milestone then?
There was never anything wrong.
But now if that
There was
is
never
wrong,
anything wrong with
then
that.
this will also be
see,
wrong.
2023 showed you can't trust bilateral series explicitly.
No, that showed for Australia as well. They had woeful form coming into the World Cup
They lost 2-1 to India. They lost 3-2 to South Africa.
and then entered the World Cup. Then also lost more matches than India.
Yeah.
But won
The match
crucial-
that mattered.
Exactly.
Yeah. So India had great form.
Yeah.
Here, if you don't have great form, maybe in 2027
The team that won more matches in the tournament still didn't end up lifting the title.
Which is why bilateral
That's-
series in 2023 was the end point. It shouldn't matter. Bilateral form shouldn't translate into ICC World Cup form because there have been two instances, 2021 and 2023. 2021 Australia, look at the T20 series, they lost 4-1 on both occasions. 2 out of 10 matches they had won, but they won the 2021 T20 World Cup. India had all the great form heading into 2023, but they lost in 2023 final. So that is why I'm saying never take bilaterals in this current era that seriously. If you win, you win. If you lose, move ahead.
Okay, Beat You says, Nikhil sir, just wanted to ask people who are blaming the batters for scoring 20-25 less. How many runs was Australia short when South Africa chased down 434? It was park level fielding and bowling that cost us. Beat You, you're right, but just to make a distinction about that 434, firstly, that was a world record score. Okay, for any team to go, team to score that, nobody is ever going to say you're a few runs less because it's a world record score.
Jack
right?
Callis will disagree.
Plus,
7 runs he said.
15.
No. That's said in jest. I'm just saying in terms of seriousness, if a team has gone and scored a world record score, I can't be telling them you were a few runs short just because you've lost, right? You've already got a record.
Yeah.
Whereas 350 in today's context is a regular sort of total. You're getting 400s also rather easily in countries like South Africa, England in ODIs. So now this has become a norm. So that's why if you expect 20-30 more, there's nothing wrong in that because you've really not, breached the benchmark. You've not done that. And it's not just our opinion in that sense or anyone else's opinion. In fact, KL Rahul at the end of the match also said that because dew is such a major factor, we knew we had to score 20-25 above par to give ourselves the cushion because we'll have a massive disadvantage bowling with a wet ball. So in their mind also they were chasing a much higher total, more than normal. Had there been no dew factor, then I think this is a winning total. So those things were taken into account, and I completely agree that you didn't lose because of just one factor. There were multiple factors, but I think one of the factors was also that you were 20-25 runs short, knowing well that you are going to be bowling. And in that scenario, had India also been chasing, even South Africa would have been that much short. It would have been much easier for India also to chase down.
It was a rare sight to see Jadeja misfield. Normally that doesn't
Multiple times.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why he would have misfielded. It's not that Jadeja misfielded because he can't stop that ball. We know he can. He's trying to avoid an injury. He's trying to avoid, putting in that 100%. Because in a wet ground, outfield, you never know what can happen. So you're a bit more careful. And that's why you see these things happen.
In Raipur, it was a skating rink.
You saw him misfield, you saw him overrun the ball. Very uncharacteristic of Ravindra Jadeja to be doing all of that in the same match. You'll see that happen as just, sprayed instances across 10 games.
It's going to be the same in Vizag.
Yeah.
Because it'll be cool and you will see dew in the night time and it'll be excess dew.
Yeah.
It won't change.
Okay, Sachin Kashyap says, Nikhil sir, are you excited to see Erling Haaland and Yamal in the World Cup? Today is the World Cup draw. Yes, I am very excited. It is
Friday it is. Yeah.
The
Draw
draw
day.
is there. There's so many teams. Yeah, just
48 teams.
Yeah.
From
lost.
Curacao
From
to
32
Brazil.
to now.
Okay, last three comments I'm going to take. Anshum Mishra, Sarat Chandra and Vikas Modi. Anshum Mishra says, Nikhil sir, another great innings by greatest Steve Smith. Was looking good for 37th in just his 121 tests. Now Smith needs 60 runs to cross Hobbs to become the second greatest in Ashes. Wow, 3,500 runs and 1200s in Ashes. Thank you for that stat, Anshu. Yes, he is, I think, in the Fab 4 number 1 in Test match cricket, in Test matches. We don't know where Root will finish, by the way. So it will be a close call.
Steve Narayan was looking good. But
Steve Narayan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a stance like him. Though.
Yes.
We've got Sarat Chandra saying, it's one of the worst bowling fielding performance I've seen in Australia. If you're going to short ball tactics in first few overs, shows you are clueless. Carey is one of the best to play with the tail. Completely agree on both. And this is something, Sarat Chandra, we pointed out. I just couldn't understand the lengths that the English bowlers were bowling. Vikas Modi says, hello Nikhil sir, yesterday you were praising Baz and Stokes for keep batting, but today it proved clearly that it was a blunder. They should have declared. No. Because see, I don't think the blunder was there. Blunder was how they bowled today. 264, say, what would have they gained? Nothing. Or still, imagine, they would have been staring at a 100 plus run deficit already. And no wickets would have fallen, trust me.
You take the runs, simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as
you
that.
got a lot of runs.
Yeah.
A lot of runs.
Record partnership you saw.
Yeah.
From 60 odd, it now swelled to 80 odd, where it finished today. So yeah, you'll take that. That's big.
Ashish Dhar with a final comment. What is this?
GG like Anil Kapoor in Nayak. सबको सस्पेंड करो. कुल मिलाकर 45,000 लोग हैं.
एक घंटे में मुझे रिपोर्ट चाहिए.
I know. एक घंटा, अगले एक घंटे तक
वेबसाइट पे डालो, बोर्ड पे
नोटिस
लगाओ,
बोर्ड पे चिपकाओ, सब करो.
और आपका नाम है तो उसपे मैं साइन कर देता हूँ.
Okay, take care guys. Bye. See you in less than an hour, 6:30 for our dugout. We are looking at the auction preview. We're going to break down each team as to what their 11 will look like now with the members they have left in their squad, and then when they go to auction, who are the players they can target.
Correct.
For that,
5 teams we do today, 5 Monday. But who those 5 teams are, we're not going to be revealing yet. For that, you need to join us in exactly 40 odd minutes from now.
50 minutes.
50 minutes from now. All right then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.